Listen here, it's a common known fact that Dirt Serpent Garage is the best dirt bike mechanic shop in all of Yakima, Washington. Go there or be a square.
Well, you heard the man. Gotta come to the Dirt Serpent shop. A lot of you guys probably recognize this WR250 I'm working on, because in a recent video I had my dad riding it. This is the one where I wanted my dad to try out a 4-stroke bike. So Zach loaned me the bike for him to try out. However, my dad's a short guy, so I had to put a lowering link on it. The other way you would recognize this bike, well, the first video I did with Zach, he was on this bike. I think it was a new carb and a new riding buddy. So what I'm doing now is just putting the original linkage back on so I can return it to Zach. There we go. Deep socket might have been a better choice for that. And had the original linkage up in the cabinet. So here we go. I put these little tubes in there to hold the needle bearings in place. So let's get this out of here. Didn't expect it to pop all the way up. Dang. Make sure we don't lose those. Now, pop this out like this. There we go. Last but not least, this one. Make sure we don't lose our washers, which there's another one in here. Looks like it's staying in place though. Alright. We're gonna go to the other side of the bike. So I got the lowering link out. What I need to do now is look at these zip ties. One thing I will say that I really like that this company does for these lowering links is with the bearings, they are actually, if you can see in there, they're actually closed bearings. They're not just loose rollers. And they got grease zerks, which is really nice. Makes for easier maintenance. So, take out my sleeve. These are actually greased really well. I greased them right before I switched them over. So we'll put the actual collars in there. And to keep the grease and everything good inside the ammo link, I'll put those sleeves I cut up for them in there. So these are just kind of, we'll call them bearing and seal maintainers. Keep the grease from getting any debris or anything like that in there. That, and I'm going to start with a swing arm. Now this can be tricky if you don't get it lined up just right. Get that wishbone out of the way. Slide this up in there. There we go. Now, right there. Just getting it lined up just right. It's very low tolerance parts. So even just getting this bolt in the actual swing arm can be difficult. I haven't even gotten it to linkage yet, which I might need. Get the persuader. You can see it's kind of binding up a little bit. There we go. So we got that one. Now we will get the wishbone. So you gotta lift the rear tire to get that to line up. And there we go. I'll get this one in there. It should just slide right in. Barking spiders in the shop. Now we'll get the shock. mounted. And just like that, we got the OEM linkage back on. It's tall again. So now, go back to the other side and we'll get it all tightened up. So, now we got that all together. Get my little power tool assistant here. And I need an extension. Okay. So first, we'll get things started by hand. Always start every bolt by hand. Important rule to follow. This one, we have to use the extension and the socket because can't reach in there. So we'll push washer on, get that started by hand, and then this is a carpenter style impact for wood screws and such, so this is not going to hurt this. Make sure you use the right size socket too. Yeah, this does not generate enough torque to strip these bolts. Alright. So, we'll make sure everything's good and tight. Things like this, I don't really bother with torque specs because they can be very tight. There we go. And voila, we have OEM linkage back on the bike.